Hello and welcome to Blood on the Clocktower. I apparently was not recording. Laura just visited me. She's the storyteller tonight. We are playing a quaint game of Sects and Violets with 8. As you can see, am the Cerenovus, and she told me that Chris A was my demon, which I am definitely going to Cerenovus Chris first. I was going to Cerenovus him into being the Clockmaker, but I realized with my background being inspired by the Clockmaker, that may be a little too on the nose. So I'll show you the roles in the game, and we'll figure out what I'm going to Cerenovus him into. Definitely want it to be starting info. Which could be seamstress also, or artist. We will go with seamstress. The meta being that a good player typically wouldn't be Cerenovus. I will also try to talk to him day one, because I think I normally wouldn't talk to Evil day one. As Evil, I don't actually know what I'm going to go as. But anyway, it should be fun.
Who would you like to make mad tonight?
I would like to make Chris A mad about being the seamstress.
Okay. So you're making your demon mad about being the seamstress.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody back? Yes, I believe so. Okay. It is the first day. I will go ahead and give you, I don't know, 7 minutes to chat. Um, yeah. I've died because I had to do too much laundry today. So someone please eventually come over and do it for me. All right. You have 7 minutes to chat. Go ahead.
I can relate to that. Also did laundry today.
Come to my room, Red.
Oh, okay.
Wow, quiet bunch today, huh?
Nobody speak at once.
Jen, you want to chat?
Sure. Let's do it.
I will go to your room.
You'll have fun being silent. I'm gonna go.
You got it.
Listen to a comment.
My dance card's open. Anyone want to talk?
Oh, Robert, how about we talk? Since
Okay.
we're neighbors and all.
All right, cool.
Your room?
Yeah, that'll work.
Alright, Chris A, I guess that leaves you and me.
Yep.
I'll go to my place.
Okay.
Guess what I am?
You're the Cerenovus.
That would be correct. What are you?
Seamstress.
Well, would like to know your actual role. That would be very helpful.
Third one.
Alright. Could I have a few bluff rolls?
Oracle, Sweetheart, Philosopher.
Which one are you planning on going with?
I'm probably going to take Oracle.
Okay. I will probably go with Philosopher unless I come up with a compelling reason to go Sweetheart.
Yeah.
I don't mind the Sweetheart because that throws the outsider count off. I'm trying to think. So if I go Sweetheart, that's basically saying that there is a Fangu. So maybe I'll come out as Sweetheart late and hope that they get confused and execute me, thinking that I became the demon at some point.
Yeah, we can try that.
All right.
Thank you.
Do you have any thoughts?
Not yet.
Don't get yourself executed day one,
I'll try not to.
because it did make you mad.
Yeah.
I figure it kind of clears you though, because then other people will come out mad, and why would you make the
Yeah.
demon mad?
Oh yeah.
All right. See ya.
Oh, let's go back.
Oh.
Everyone looks like we had some technical difficulties with breakout rooms.
I left. I don't know. I may have just been dumb.
Okay.
Or
so
maybe
what I'm
something's
gonna do-
broken.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
the button wasn't showing up for us, so that's why we called Laura into the room.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to open them for another once everybody gets back in. 3 minutes.
3 minutes. All right.
all right, so
That
Ned, would you like to chat with us in our second half?
Yes, yes, forehead.
okay, room.
I'll let you see all the way to my nose in the room.
Ooh, privileged.
So risque.
Spicy.
Mm-hmm. The whole face.
All right, I'm
Well,
going to
no,
my room.
not the whole face.
Oh, I mean, that
As promised.
3/4 of the face. Good enough.
So, what do you want to do?
Do what you want. 3 for 3, 1 for 1, top half, bottom half.
I do like a 1-for-1,
Mm-hmm.
but I just hope that you're not evil because I am an outsider.
Mm-hmm. Well, I hope you're not evil because I want information tonight.
Information tonight? What? Oh, what would make it mean you not get information if I'm the Nodashi? Was there a
No,
Nodashi
if
on
you
this?
kill me, if I get killed before I would get the information,
Are you the juggler?
I might be, but there's a bunch of other roles that only get information the second night one, not night 0, night 1, whatever the vernacular is.
Well, I think juggler's the main one.
Yeah,
Are you the juggler?
yeah, I am.
Well, I will tell you that I am the sweetheart.
Aha, so we have a Fangu.
Well, I don't know. There's one outsider in the base. Did you hear of another outsider?
Oh, there is one? Oh god, I'm used to there being 0.
At 7, there's 0.
Oh, okay, there's one. No, I haven't heard of another one, but I'll keep my ears out.
Well, the thing is that I could become evil, so
Right.
there's that.
If that's the case, yeah.
But if I'm executed, then somebody will become poisoned, so
Yes.
I'm
that's
probably just
bad.
going to keep my mouth shut. But I wanted to at least have told one person.
Okay, so if I juggle you as a sweetheart, that'll be good. I'll get a 1.
Yeah, you'd get a 1 off of that.
Cool. Excellent.
All right.
All right. Hope I don't leave the session now.
Yeah, I did last time.
I did too.
bad information, or
Right.
some of us have good, or some of us have bad. So
I would agree with that.
were y'all able to come back to the main room still, or no?
Doesn't sound like it, so I will figure that out and fix it for the next day. But time was up anyway, so we are
Okay.
just gonna
Yeah.
chat. I'll give you 2 minutes to chat or until there's a lull, and then I will start nominations.
So I assume we don't have twins, or did somebody decide to wait till just now to say anything?
I'm not.
So you have to worry about which Cerenovus or Pit Hag. We won't know about the other two until. Oh yeah, well, we wouldn't know about the other two until tomorrow, and we have to nominate in order for the witch to take effect. So, does anybody have a suspicion that they have bogus information or weird information?
I have not used my ability yet.
It's unclear to me whether or not mine is good or bad yet, so I'm going to wait to share it because I do not want to point us in the wrong direction.
I believe I have good information.
Okay.
Is this a Jason move where you said your information's always perfect?
There's no other world where you could be wrong at all.
I believe that all of my theories have been perfect.
Have you solved the game, Steven?
I have solved the game. And if I haven't, I'll just move on to another solve next turn.
If Steven is good, usually he's pretty spot on.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I'm sensing a lull in conversation, so I would like to nomination.
I will nominate myself.
Okay, Robert is nominating himself. Robert, state your case.
I'm in a double claim with Joe, and I think we should kill into that double claim.
All right. Do you have a defense, or is that your defense?
My defense is I throw myself on the mercy of the court, but yeah, I'm an okay death.
All right. If there's any pertinent information, you can talk about it while the vote is going.
Wow, the vote. Oh, my word. So, Robert, if you're in a double claim, why would you want to be the end of the double claim that dies?
I think I know why.
And why? If it's while
just-
it's on. Oh, never mind.
Joe seems pretty honest to me.
So you think you're evil?
No, I don't think I'm evil. I'm a good townsfolk.
Somebody's mad about something.
I do think there's madness involved.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know if it's evil induced though.
Is on the chopping block. Are there any other nominations?
Well, let's just put it this way. What's happening is mad.
I do prefer not to kill somebody who's good. So if there's somebody that has an inkling somewhere else, then I'm fine with that as well. But
All right, well, I'll nominate Jen.
cool.
Okay, Steven is nominating. Steven?
The nomination of Robert felt odd. Robert is probably good, so why would we kill a good player? Let's kill Jen instead.
Okay, Jen, your defense?
I'm fine with this. Whatever you guys decide you want to do. I'm expendable, so getting rid of me wouldn't hurt. I already have what I'm going to get, and there's nothing more that I'm going to get. However, again, I still stand firm that a good player being killed is going to be bad, especially in an 8-person game. So do what we need to do and go for it. I will share my information as soon as we know that we're not in a Vortox or we have somebody else that wants to share information as well.
Okay, 5 votes are needed to tie, 6 to execute.
All right, can we just get 4 more?
I only need 2 more.
2 more.
And I'll tie it.
Come on. Oh my goodness.
Chris?
Oh my
No.
word.
All right, well, tried. Kept my hand
I know.
up there.
4 is not enough. Are there any other nominations?
Give me 1 second.
12, 10, 9, 8.
I'm gonna go with Chris A. I'm gonna nominate Chris A.
Okay, Jen is nominating Chris A. Jen, state your case.
Based on semi-mechanical information, this could be a good shot. It also could not be a good shot, but Just looking at what I know and who talked to each other. This could be a good shot.
Okay. Chris, do you have defense?
I'm the Seamstress. I haven't used my ability yet. I'll probably use it tonight.
Okay. I will go ahead and start the countdown. Three is not enough. Robert is still on the block. Final call for nominations.
Tried twice.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay.
2-1. Oh my goodness, that was close.
All right. Robert has been executed and dies, and the game continues. Everybody can go to sleep. I'm going to open the rooms. You'll be invited to a room that isn't your own, so just go to your own.
Well, I will say that Ned was the only one that juggled. Hopefully that's not super obvious, or is super obvious, so that Chris can kill them. He may get a 0. If he gets a 0, well, I could do a couple things. I could claim that I was mad that I was a sweetheart. Because I would say Chris wasn't super mad. You just take the seamstress. I don't know. I got a couple outs here. But I'm kind of hoping that Ned dies. That would be excellent. Chris, Fangu. Lynn, Snake Charmer. Joe, Mathematician. So he's not getting anything from Chris. I'd be curious how many of those were based on tells. Robert Pithag. That's kind of odd. Hey.
Who would you like to make mad?
Let's make Robert mad that he is the barber.
All right, I can do that. Are you claiming sweetheart publicly?
That is my intention.
Okay. Cool.
I don't know if publicly, but you know.
Well, you know, I know, bluffing. All right, thank you.
Thank you. The reason I'm out of view is because I want you to be able to see all of my beautiful clocks.
You're muted.
Okay, everybody's back, yeah? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. You learn that Ryan has died in the night. I will give you 6 minutes to chat, and then we'll bring you back. And let me make sure that I fix the breakout rooms before I open.
Robert, can we talk again?
Can I get in on that?
Are you
So,
good?
Laura, can I talk to you?
Talk to me? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine, Jen. You can come come in my room, guys.
Joe, come to the storyteller room.
Ned, can I talk to you?
Sure.
I'll go to mine.
Alrighty. Yes, sir.
I am sorry.
What?
Well, I lied to you.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
Well, I had to. I was mad. And I
Yeah, I
didn't.
mean that's fine.
I was Cerenovus last night into the sweetheart, and obviously I don't want to claim sweetheart openly because that's not how you would do that. So I did it in a couple whispers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually the philosopher.
Okay. You didn't use it.
I haven't used it yet. I don't want to poison anybody. Do you know what Robert was? Because I could take his ability, or Ryan.
I have no clue. I mean,
I mean, the last thing I want to do is just take Dreamer and like poison the Dreamer. That's what often ends up happening.
Well, Robert was like double claim with Joe. Possible. He said it was double claim with Joe, but he was okay to die, which means if Joe were lying about there being a double claim, even though Robert said he thought he was honest, that's what puzzles me.
Yeah.
And if Joe did double claim because it was evil, why would he pick something that was expendable as Robert claimed he was?
Yeah, it was weird.
So I have no idea how to interpret that.
So did you get a number on yours?
Yes, I did.
A 0?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
You don't care to share?
Well, I'm not sure it matters because I just did 3 guesses and 2 rolls that I was told to verify, and one of them worked. Since I got a 1, I knew one of the 2 people lied to me.
Okay, so basically you learned the role of the other person. In theory, anyway.
In theory, yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, in theory.
Okay. Well.
But
I saw you did some evil juggles, but I guess you didn't get a hit on any of them. Unless both of us lied.
No, I didn't get a hit on them, and just
well,
because
unless the other person was lying also.
Yeah,
like maybe we were both lying, and one of your evil hits was right.
Cool. Until I'm told otherwise, I guess I'll just accept that it was okay. And just because I did not get hits on the other 2 doesn't mean so and so isn't still a demon. I just picked the wrong demon.
Yeah,
whatever. Okay, that's it.
Sounds good.
All right. Joe, would you like to chat?
Sure. Where do you want to go?
Could I possibly be a part of that?
It's okay with me. It's okay with you.
I'm okay.
Yeah. Okay. We'll go to Steven's room then.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Hey, what was this confusion with you and a double claim with Robert, or what Robert was saying or spewing or whatever?
Well, I really have one of 2 options.
Mm-hmm.
Robert was either the mutant who when I told him what I was, told me back what I was immediately, and wouldn't change it even though I changed mine. Or he was Cerenovus into exactly what I was, which doesn't make a lot of sense. So I'm really thinking he was the mutant.
Well, either one of those sound plausible, really. Because after the double claim, usually if there's a double claim, they will want to execute the other person who's making the claim, claiming they're a liar, instead of killing themselves, which is what he did, and claimed you were truthful.
He knew he was the one that was wrong, so...
Right, and it was probably on purpose to the mutant. That's probably what it was. Or he was Cerenovus into the mutant and then he couldn't say or something. I don't know.
Right.
What do you think, Steven?
I just went ahead and wrote him down as mutant in my grim.
Okay.
That's what I have him in. I figured it was either mutant or Cerenovus.
Mm-hmm.
But I knew that it wasn't Cerenovus.
Oh, okay. So I guess it was mutant then. Makes sense. Oh well.
How did you know for a fact it wasn't Cerenovus though?
Because I was Cerenovus yesterday.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So we do definitely have a Cerenovus then.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll say that'll be our minion. So I guess we should expect madness some more, and if there's a Vigor Mortis, then we can expect madness forever.
Right. Do we have any idea on the demon yet?
No, because I need to. I don't know. I haven't talked to anybody who has like information, numbers, or names or whatever to be able to
Right.
say yes, this is wrong, or no, this is yes, this is right, so it can make a determination. Because I got information, but I don't know if it's wrong or right either.
I have I have the same problem. So, okay.
All right.
Okay. Well.
Okay. Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah.
Joe, can I talk to you?
Sure. Is that Ryan?
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Where to go?
I'll go to your room.
Okay.
I'm at the very bottom, so
All right.
visiting other people. That would be Joseph, because we don't have another Joe, right? Yeah. Okay.
Have you used your
Right, Ernest?
seamstress ability?
I am not the seamstress. I was made mad to be the seamstress.
Wait a minute. This doesn't make any sense.
That was not 30 seconds.
Oh,
Yeah, that was not.
Could also say we could go for a dead body. That's I think I got cut off.
Yeah,
there.
like we're on 6, right? So I mean, it's not terrible for that either.
But I mean,
Ryan, answer your question. No.
Okay.
I think y'all should get cracking.
All right, you guys have about 2 minutes to talk. If there's a lag, I will open nominations.
Does anybody have anything that could have happened to them yesterday that's no longer happening to them?
Please do tell, because I've heard
Yeah, I was
two
not the
people
seamstress.
saying they're Cerenovus and one who might have been. That's like,
I was
okay, they
not
can't
the
possibly be
seamstress.
that.
You were not the seamstress. Were
I
you
was
told
made
that
mad
you
to be
had?
the seamstress.
Okay. All right. Interesting. I'll come out with my info unless somebody else wants to. I don't think it really matters at this point. I don't know if it's true info or not true info. I'm the Clockmaker. I got a 2. Doesn't really knock anything out completely.
Okay.
Okay, there's a lull in conversation. Now
Boy, a half-second lull. Well, I was looking at the girl going, "Chew, okay, let me figure this out." All right.
Well, I can tell you that Chris and Ryan spoke yesterday. That's why I went for one of the 2 of them. I'd only spoken to Ryan, and it seemed fairly decent conversation. I don't have any reason not to trust him. I don't know anything about Chris, so I just figured I'd go for somebody just based on a possible shot. I still think I may have bad information, but those were the only 2 people at the time that I had seen. I could have missed a conversation that had been a 2 away from each other and talked.
Do you think there's any possibility one was a bigger kill and you did get it right?
I don't think so, because I'm the barber, so our count would be. I mean, that would drop us down to 0 unless something else could give us another outsider.
You're the barber.
Yep.
So there was a swap.
Was anybody swapped?
Not, or. Okay.
All I know is that Robert is definitely the barber from the conversation. I believe him.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Okay.
All right, I'd like to nominate Lynn.
Okay, Stephen has nominated Lynn. Stephen, state your case, please.
Well, socially, Lynn is coming off as evil. And
Ned, take your seat.
Oh, what's he? Oh.
So I like to nominate evil people.
Says the person that wanted to tie the vote yesterday.
Lynn, your defense.
I very hard claim to 2 people. Ned, actually 3 people. Ned, Jen, and Robert. If you think I'm evil, you're more than welcome to vote on me. I'm not an important role. I'm just a snake charmer. Haven't been snake charming myself, so.
Snake charmer is one of the most important roles.
No, I hate the snake charmer.
Also, Lynn, you're doing much better. I used to be able to figure out if you were good by your nomination. Now you're just like a calm and collected individual. Having your Tim Horton.
3, I will be starting.
Sorry. I gotta try and be respectful, right? I mean,
Well, yeah, that's a definite improvement.
thank you.
I remember that one time you were like, "You're gonna feel my fucking wrath," and I was like, "Oh my goodness, Lynn."
That was Edgar, right?
That was not Edgar yet.
Yeah.
Great.
Very
2
good.
votes, not
Very
enough.
good. That's fine.
Any other nominations?
Um,
I
I
do want to.
wanna-
Sorry.
I want to. I think I want to come out with my info because I wanted to see how this person behaved. Okay, so I was the dreamer, and I saw Stephen as either the Cerenovus or the philosopher, and it doesn't sit with me that Stephen was saying day one that he trusts his info when the philosopher wouldn't get info, as far as I know. And so that seemed.
I was Cerenovus to be the sweetheart, and so what I was getting at is that I have not gotten information that is corrupting the the town. Like I've not been sending forth info that's wrong. Is
So
what I
you're
meant.
saying you were Cerenovus yesterday?
Yes.
Although even though Chris was saying that he was Cerenovus yesterday?
Well, I heard that first from Steven before I heard it from Chris, so take that for what you will.
There's 3 different people that are claiming basically to be Cerenovus, and that is not possible.
I know.
Well, 2 on one day, 1 on another day.
Yeah.
I don't know. All I know is that what I know.
It's either Steven or Chris, I think, is a good kill here based off that. And
yeah. I didn't want to come out with my info because I wanted some inkling of whether my information, how reliable my information could be.
Mm-hmm.
The only other thing is if we got a Vortex is
I do think
that
a possibility. I think it
I
less
also
likely
could be,
now, but
I also could be no Dashid.
Well,
sat next to no
okay.
Dashy.
Well, I can be expendable because I'm not going to give any more information. I was the juggler, so I was the one who juggled. So thanks for the cover, guys. Anyway, Adam,
he didn't die.
I know. That's a good thing. I had 2 hard claims yesterday, so there were 2 hard claims there and 3 just wild guesses. I only got a 1. I already found out the reason why I only got a 1, and so I believe my information because the one that I got was Lynn as Snake Charmer, which is what I juggled. And I thought the other one was Steven as a sweetheart, but since he was Cerenovus, I did not get that. In fact, before all this came about, he told me that he was philosopher.
I think it's best that we go for a dead body.
Second call for nominations.
I will nominate Robert.
All right, Jen is nominating Robert. Jen, state your case besides what you already have.
Robert's usually pretty evil looking, so I figure we could just, get it over with and kill him again.
Zombie game. Robert, your defense?
My defense is, well, I guess this is defense against a Vortex if we kill a dead body. But there aren't a lot of players in this game, and you're just going to give evil another kill at night. I think you should probably kill someone rather than just leaving it up to the demon. But I'm not going to vote on this. So do what you want.
I would hope not.
Right. I am going to start the countdown.
You only need 3.
Yeah, I didn't want this to be more than 3, so.
3 votes is enough. Robert is on the chopping block for a second time. Any other nominations?
Hey, Joe, can you answer me a question? Why did you vote on me?
Because I felt like we just needed to kill somebody. Also, I was going on the assumption that everybody's information was accurate. And if that's the case, I was believing Steven as being the Cerenovus. And with Jen's information of 2, that meant it was either Robert or you, and Robert was already dead, so I was willing to vote for you as well.
Yeah, because I haven't even talked to Steven, so obviously that can't be true.
Could
They're
be.
not mutually
It can
exclusive.
be.
Final call for nominations.
I nominate Chris.
Okay, Ned has nominated Chris. Ned, state your case.
Well, there's too many Cerenovus claims. Somebody has got to be not telling the truth. I'm not sure which one it is. Chris said he was a seamstress initially, but then when I asked him if he finally used his ability, he told me he was Cerenovus, but
I was
didn't tell me
saying-
what he was Cerenovus from. So I don't know what his role is. So that's why I'm just weighing out there, and the 2 could be Chris and Joe. That's 2. There you go.
Yep, I was Cerenovus into the Seamstress. I am actually the Oracle, and I got 0. So
Okay, there's pertinent information. You can talk about it during the countdown.
That matches what he told me.
Well, it's pretty obvious.
what that's
it's probably
worth.
0.
I think maybe he just didn't get his bluffs in time and just said he was Cerenovus, just to tie it over.
2 is not enough. Last
Steven,
call for nominations.
why did you, if you were Cerenovus and Chris is lying about being Cerenovus, why didn't you vote? Well, that answers that, I guess.
All right.
I can. I already nominated you, Robert.
I mean,
Robert,
someone.
Robert has been executed a second time, and
Oh,
everybody...
I just said I want to nominate Steven.
Oh, countdown was over before then.
Yeah, that's true.
So everybody go to sleep. The game continues.
All right.
Well, I done screwed up because I made there be 2 Cerenovus claims. And then I didn't talk when I was asked. Interesting. That's a mess up. We'll see if we can play it off. I think I'm going to say that I wanted to bluff as being an outsider because I was a useless rule. So that the demon would kill me. That's what I'm going to do. The only problem with that is the dreamer has seen me as the philosopher. Well, I'm going to philosophize into something. Problem is, I feel like Chris and myself, like I basically need to figure out a way to get them to think that I am the demon. This is a problem.
Hi, Steven.
Hey! Notice
Would you like to make
notice how poorly it's going.
Yes, I do notice that. Unfortunately, Ryan got really lucky on his first day.
Well, that's okay. I had already told people that I was going to be the philosopher, which I don't think that was a good play, but fortunately, at least I did damage control on the one front.
All right, what do you want to do today?
I don't know. I don't really have any plans, so we'll just make Robert the barber again.
Okay, sounds good.
Hopefully, we can get him executed again. That would be phenomenal.
Best of luck in pushing that.
Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn myself into the juggler. I'm going to learn what Joe is, and then I'm going to juggle Chris, Jen, Lynn, Ned, and Joe as the roles that they're saying they are, or they're bluffing. And I'm going to say I got a 3, which is very stupid, because then it will mean nothing. We'll literally be saying that the two of the people are evil and lying, which is hilariously stupid.
Right, it looks like everybody is back. And as you awake, you learn that Ned has died in the night. You have 5 minutes in breakout rooms, and then I will bring everybody back.
Joe, could I talk to you?
Yes, that's Steven? Yeah.
Yep, I'm going to mine.
Okay.
All right. So I do not have your role yet. Would you mind telling me what you are?
I'm the town crier.
Interesting.
And last night I got a guess that either you, Jen, or Ned were a minion. And considering the night before I got a no that neither you, Jen, or Robert were a minion, if the information's accurate, that means Ned was a minion.
Well, a vigor
Or-
mortis would kill their minion. However, that would make it so there wasn't an outsider.
Right.
So I don't think here. I'm just going to explain why I did what I did because I actually don't think it made sense. I told Ned that I was the sweetheart. What I was thinking was that if he was the Fangu and killed me, that because trying to create another Fangu,
Right.
that I would suspect him. However, uh, the outsider count, like there would have been 3 outsiders if I was bluffing as an outsider. Like I don't know. Obviously, that's not a Fangu game, so I don't know. I don't think that actually made sense. But
I'm pretty sure we have an Odashi game.
okay.
Who that is, I mean, I have suspicions, but again, I can't be sure. Yeah.
Well, anyway,
So what are you? If you're not the sweetheart, then what are you?
I'm the philosopher,
Okay.
and I turned myself into the juggler. I was thinking that I would be able to use that to figure stuff out. The problem is, if I juggle everyone as their claim, actually, this is ironic. I could juggle myself as the philosopher and get a yes, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah. Could also prove to make sure of what our demon is if your information's wrong.
Well, the problem is, so what should I juggle? Like I could juggle anybody as all the demons, but the problem is
Right.
if I'm sitting next to the Nodashi, which I guess would have been you or Ned, unless Ned was an outsider and it was Lynn. But then Ned would be forthcoming about that. So
Right.
it could be a vortex, and we could all get bad information.
Can you can juggle dead characters, right?
I can.
Because I'm apt to believe the whole Ryan, Dreamer, Robert, Barber thing. You could just juggle those two.
Okay, I'm gonna write down what you just said. Who?
Ryan is the Dreamer and Robert is the Barber.
Well, how does that solve it?
Well, if you get accurate information, it's more than likely we're not in a vortex that leaves its Nodashi. It also would tell us that the Nodashi's on the other side of the table of the circle.
Okay.
And if you get incorrect information, well, we're either in a vortex game or you can't trust either me or Lynn.
All right. Well, I can trust Lynn because Ned is clearly not an outsider. He's dead. There's no reason for him to pretend to not be an outsider at this point.
Right.
Unless, of course, he was the Fangu.
True. And he picked an outsider last night.
Yeah. But I don't think that that's the case because I think we'd have 2 people that were claiming outsider, and there's only 1.
Right.
Which also means that it's probably not Vigor Mortis. Unless there's a pit hag that turned to Vigor Mortis.
But
there can't be
we
a
got
pit hag.
Cerenovus, though.
Yeah, it can't be a pit hag.
Yeah.
All right, very good.
All right.
Done.
The Clockmaker 2, is that right? You think?
Say again? Yeah.
What Jen said, Clockmaker 2.
Jen said Clockmaker. Yeah.
Is that true or not is the big question. Because if it isn't, then we got that problem.
Right. Where's that? Clockmaker's first. Okay. I'm still working on the 2.
This is an Odashi, Jen is poisoned, and 2 is wrong.
I forgot about that. I'm
going to open up nominations right away. So everybody is welcome to nominate whenever they would like.
Ryan,
I think
you
I'd
were
like to
definitely
nominate.
the dreamer, right?
Yes.
I think I'd like to nominate Steven.
Okay, Joe has nominated Steven. Joe, state your case, please.
Well, I was the town crier, and the information I got, I don't think we're in a Vortox game. And I think we might be in a Nodashi game, which will mean if Steven's the Nodashi, as I think he is, my information is wrong because I'm poisoned. On the first, night before last, I got a no on Robert, Steven, and Jen being the minion because they nominated. Last night, I got a yes on Steven, Jen, and Ned, which would mean, which if my information's accurate, that would mean that Ned would have to have been a minion. I don't think he was. And I think that Steven being an Odashi made my information incorrect, which will also make Ned's juggling incorrect. And therefore, I think it's him.
Go for it, Ned.
I'm going to let Steven give his defense. And
Oh,
then
wait, sorry.
Ned will go to pertinent information. Steven?
I'm sorry. You said a lot of things. I'm not the minion or whatever. So, well, I'll just share my information. On day 1, I was pretending to be an outsider because I figured if I died that the person that I told I was an outsider to was the Fangu. However, the flaw in that is that the Fangu is only one of the 4 demons, and I think it's pretty obvious from the outsiders that it's not a Fangu, so that was just kind of a waste of energy. But I have changed myself into a role, and I am hoping to use it tonight, so please don't kill me. And I'm going to put my juggle in the chat while you kill me.
Don't take this as a defense of Steven, but if Chris were the Nodashi, you'd still be poisoned because Robert was an outsider. It would go through him to you. There you go.
That's true. I didn't think of that.
And it would give me a 2.
I'm definitely not an outsider.
Instead of a 3.
But if Chris were the Nodashi, you'd get something wrong. Oh, yeah, it could be somebody else. Completely.
Exactly. If it's
That's
Chris
what I'm
and
saying.
Steven,
right,
then I would have got a 2 because Chris is the Nodashi,
and
it's actually a 3 because it's Steven and Chris. That actually works out better than everything else that I had.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm getting more minion vibes from Steven than demon vibes.
I'm saying too.
Are there any other nominations?
But yet no one voted.
I think I'm going to nominate Chris.
Jen is nominated Chris. Jen, state your case.
I do believe that this is the only way that the information, right or wrong, adds up, because if we look at my information, it being a 2, if it's a 2, the only people that I can think of that it would be Steven and Lynn at this point, unless they went for a bold move and killed already. And I think that actually is something that Chris would want as somebody bluffing as the Oracle, for me to think that there is nobody that is dead and that my information could be correct, and that would put Steven and Lynn together, and I would aim for them to, being that Steven's the minion. Ryan's information being correct would mean that Steven was the Cerenovus, not the demon. And if Chris was the Nodashi, I would be poisoned, and most likely Joe would be poisoned.
And I wouldn't.
Exactly. And since you chose Lynn as the snake charmer, that you wouldn't, and that information would be correct. So this, to me, is the most logical use of the information.
You have to set too.
Oh yeah, Jen, you have to.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. I got knocked out. My bad.
If anybody would like to cover for me, I juggled.
Chris, your defense, please.
I am the Oracle. I got another 0. I do believe that it is probably Steven and Joe. because Joe voted every single time the same way as Stephen.
Did I?
Okay. I will go ahead and start the countdown.
Should I use my dead vote?
3 votes are required.
As long as we get 3, that's okay. You don't have to, Ned.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we got this.
I like this. Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
I think it's either Chris or Joe at this point.
All right, 3 votes is enough. Chris is currently on the chopping block. Are there any other nominations?
I'm going to nominate Joe.
Okay, Chris has nominated Joe.
Yeah,
Your,
grab a drink.
your accusation, please.
From what I just said, I believe that it is Joe, and Joe has voted exactly the same way as Stephen every single time Stephen has voted. And on the vote with Robert, we had 3, then Joe put his hand up to make it 4. There was no reason to make it up to 4.
Huh? 3.
Okay, Joe, state your defense, please.
Well, I told you I am. I'm the town crier. I don't. If I had voted with Stephen, it's not intentional. And that first vote, I can tell you, I just miscounted. I thought we needed 4. That's why I put my hand up. But I think I like this idea of Chris and Stephen probably. Because I'm almost positive Stephen's evil in some way. So this would work. It makes sense.
No one could vote on this.
I'm going to start the countdown. Okay, 1 vote is not enough. Chris is still on the chopping block. Are there any other nominations?
We roll with this. We still have another day if we're wrong.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just quickly do the countdown. 10, 9, 8.
I nominate Lynn.
Stephen.
I was waiting for that.
Okay, Stephen, state your case, please.
Well, here's the reason: is if it's not Chris, then we're going to go to bed and we're going to wake up to a demon that is shouting, I am the good snake charmer, and it's going to be a 50-50 between them and Lynn. So it seems like now is the last opportunity we have to kill the snake charmer when they're good.
Is that it? All right, so when I'm the snake charmer, I always snake charm myself 100% of the time. And this is a minion trying to save its demon. That is all.
I have heard that before, and then that person chose Guami and made good lose. So
I'm also not Guami, and I don't play like Guami.
no, it wasn't Guami. Guami was the demon, and he was snake charmed by Gil.
I don't play like Gil either.
Yeah. I don't play the game. Yeah, I get it.
I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown.
Good, do not vote on this.
Okay, 1 is not enough. Chris is still on the chopping block. I'm going to do the 10 count again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Chris has been executed and dies. And the game is over. Good
Yep.
has won. Well done.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, let me share my
Puzzle that one out.
screen.
I think we puzzled that pretty well. Well, we'll see.
Okay. So I do want to start off by saying I did make 2 storyteller mistakes in this game. It was my first time playing like storytelling the script, so I do apologize. But let's run through. So Chris was the Nodashi. Because Robert was the mutant and outsider, the poison went to Joe. And then Jen was poisoned for his first line information. Jen was the Clockmaker who was given a 2, even though 3 would have been the correct number. He correctly sussed that I poisoned him at the very beginning, the very first night I visited him. And so I think from that, he just like didn't believe anything I told him, which is fine. Ryan was your dreamer. He was very lucky on the first day, and he chose Steven. this is where I made my initial mistake. I said that Stephen was either the pit hag or the philosopher, based on the previous setup that I had had. But I went back to him the second night and I told him that Stephen was actually the Cerenovus or the philosopher. Ryan, thank you for not metagaming me on that.
Yeah, I figured it would be best to not.
Lynn and then Ryan was killed by Chris on night 2, if we're using night 1 to say the very first night, which was quite the lucky kill for him. And then Lynn was your snake charmer who chose herself every single night. Note to self, never make Lynn the snake charmer ever again. She's boring as
She's boring in every situation.
Ned was your juggler, and Ned juggled, I don't remember them all, but Chris, I think, is the Van Goo, Lynn as a snake charmer, Steven as a sweetheart, and then 2 others that I can't recall.
Joe as mathematician and Robert as pit hag.
That's right. And out of those, only he got Lynn correct, so he learned a 1. And then Ned was killed on night 2. Night 2, yeah. By Chris. Stephen was your Cerenovus. Stephen originally chose to make Chris mad about being the sweetheart, and then he chose to make Robert mad about being the barber. And then he did that a second time. That was where my second storyteller mistake came in. I forgot to tell Robert that he was being made mad about the barber, which might have helped solve the game, but I also kind of don't think so because people had assumed he was an outsider, so I don't know that it would have made much difference. And then Joe was your town crier, who on the first night learned a no after Robert, Jen, and Stephen had all voted, even though Stephen was the minion. And then he learned a yes. I was trying to hope to kind of get him to throw Ned under the bus and that Chris might take a hint from that and say that he got an Oracle 1. But I don't think Chris got that information, so that didn't work out quite as well as I'd expected. But yeah, that was your game. Cool. Any questions?
One of my favorite things is changing my claim to Ned every day. I do it when I'm good and when I'm evil.
Yeah, no. I figured you were evil the second time you did it. I was like, yeah.
You can just shut your pie hole, Steven.
Oh, no, I'll just let you ramble. You know, it's better to let people dig their own grave than dig it for them.
Hey, I thought it was pretty cool because then I chose to philosopher into
a juggler.
The juggler of all things. No, and then I was going to juggle everyone as their claim, and I was going to come back and say I got a 3, which was so
Screw
stupid.
Everybody up.
Well, the thing is it doesn't matter because obviously the 2 evil people are lying.
And what's so funny is I thought about giving you a 3. I thought about giving you truthful information because I figured you would doubt it, and then I decided against it.
Question: if Robert were alive,
Anyway, pretty crummy game. I don't think it helped at all that I counterclaimed Chris. I don't think it was unnegotiable to work with Ned. However, there seemed to be a lot of information that was not working with me. So I did get nominated, but it did not get executed. I don't think it would have mattered if I had gotten executed. I think Chris would have been obviously the next person executed. So, yeah. There you have it. Hot ball of garbage that it is. I believe we're going to play again, and either I will storytell or Jen will. We'll see what happens.